Why does Sean Combs have the nickname P. Diddy? Let's first start with the acronym P.D.I.D, which stands for Public Disorder Intelligence Division, and was a unit where officers were tasked with covertly monitoring the activity of local activists and other such organizations. Welcome to the channel, Max Vapor TV, with another installment of Truth for the Youth. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. As always, this is your boy, your big unk, Max Vapor.
Before we begin, how do I address you?
You can call me Love.
And you've referred to yourself differently over the years, so I gotta ask you, why so many name changes?
It depends on my mood, my vibe.
And Puff, where did that come from?
I can't tell you that.
A quick Google search will confirm that Sean Combs, the rapper, producer, and CEO of Bad Boy Records, has gone by the name Puffy since he was a child. The nickname was said to be given to him because when he became angry, his cheeks would become puffy, hence the name. As we know, this man has been a public figure for almost 40 years, which is longer than some of us have even been alive. So there's no telling what secrets this man has hidden away in the dark. Not only that, but there's no telling what types of things this man has had to do in order to remain at the top of not only the music industry, but the entertainment industry as a whole.
Well, it's lasted a long time for you. I mean, you're still out here doing these songs, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my end.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And on this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
Okay, but enough with the preamble. Let's get into the topic of this video. Why does Sean Combs have the nickname P. Diddy? If you listen to the stories, it is claimed that Christopher Wallace, more commonly referred to as the notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls, was the person that gave Puff Daddy the nickname P. Diddy. All of this happened before the untimely and tragic death of Mr. Wallace. However, what if that is not the case? It's like the old saying goes, dead men tell no tales. So it would be more than easy enough for Sean Combs to just put out the story that Mr. Wallace was the one that bestowed the nickname of P. Diddy upon him. I mean, think about it. Mr. Wallace is no longer here to say anything to the contrary. Instead, I would like to put forward this narrative as a possibility behind the origin of the name P. Diddy. Let's first start with the acronym P.D.I.D.
Now say my name, come on. The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy.
Which stands for Public Disorder Intelligence Division. This program was run by the LAPD from 1970 to 1983 and was a unit where officers were tasked with covertly monitoring the activity of local activists and other such organizations under the guise of suspected criminal activity. Yes, you heard that correctly. The LAPD's P.D.I.D department spied on people. In the early 1980s, the LAPD was sued by people like Tom Bradley, who was the mayor at the time. They also spied on an architect named Seymour Myerson, who had been under surveillance for 3 years and was awarded $27,000. In 1978, a report was leaked that showed the P.D.I.D department had over 200 organizations under surveillance. The lawsuit ultimately ended up representing 23 groups and 108 individuals. Therefore, P.D.I.D was dissolved on January 18th, 1983, and the lawsuit was settled for $1.8 million in 1984. So, when you take into account everything that we know about Sean P. Diddy Combs, and I don't mean the freak-offs themselves, but instead the alleged Diddy parties where who knows what actually took place, especially when there are reports out there about locks being on the doors that could only open from the outside.
What do you do to make just an amazing killer party?
This is what you need to do. Women, beautiful women, of course. We need alcohol. We need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me, but just check it out.
Plus, the fact that Sean P. Diddy Combs is rumored to have recorded the events that took place while inside of these Diddy parties.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It could be possible that P. Diddy is actually tied to the LAPD and was propped up by the police and perhaps other government agencies in order to obtain surveillance on the famous and powerful people that attended these Diddy parties. Again, there are also those rumors out there that Sean P. Diddy Combs had Mr. Wallace or Biggie Smalls ultimately done in, shall we say.
I got some intel that people gonna come and try to kill us. He said, Gene, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, Gene. I said, you don't want to hear that. F what you mean you don't want to hear that? He said, yo, Gene, you ain't got to go if you don't want to go. Got up from the table and walked out the door. When I walked out the door, guess who's out there? The Notorious Big in this green Chevy Suburban. I said, yo, Big, somebody gonna try to come kill us tonight. And Lil C's, who I hadn't seen all week, you understand? Lil C says, Gene, go ahead on with that cop. You always think you know something. I said, I know one thing, you better get you a GED. You know what that is? A good enough degree so they don't cheat you out your money like they doing your man right here. Clark Kent. Clark Kent, the DJ, who was also a vice president of Motown Records at one time, said, I was in Big's room that night before he got murdered. And I asked him what he was going to do. He said, D-Rock and Puff set this party up for me to go to.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the notorious B.I.G. was ultimately gunned down while in Los Angeles. Now, let me be very clear. This is all alleged. I have no concrete evidence whatsoever tying any of this together. I just found it odd that there were so many coincidences. But you guys let me know what you think. Am I just pulling at straws here, or could there be more than meets the eye? As always, stay blessed, beautiful, and bold in the name of Yeshua. Peace.